Hi guys, welcome to my channel once again. This is Mr. 4-Stroke back with another video from Bangalore. And today I'm not riding my Apache, I'm on my friend's Pulsar RS200, the 2016 model. And this is still pretty new, has run only about 768 kilometers as of now. I've been riding my friend's Pulsar RS200, this one and the other one as well, for a lot of time. So, you know, in the ownership experience of his and my own experience of riding this bike for a long time, I'm going to tell you 10 things about this motorcycle. I hope you enjoy watching. Welcome to my channel.
Hi guys, welcome to my channel once again. This is Mr. 4-Stroke back with another video from Bangalore. Here with my friend's Pulsar RS200. It's still pretty new. It was bought just a couple of months back. You can still see all the paint and shine in it. So as you might have guessed with the title of the video, this is going to be the 10 things which are really bad with the Pulsar RS200. And people should definitely look for these points before opting for this bike as their first motorcycle. Starting off with the list, the only thing which every RS owner complains about is that the RS200 comes with really shitty tires. These come with MRF Nano Grip Zapper S1, so they don't provide the decent amount of grip which you would require from a motorcycle like this, full-fledged motorcycle, which you might want to take out on occasional touring as well as for carving corners through some time. So I think Bajaj people definitely could have given an optional Pirelli tire or something, as is the case with the other motorcycles of the 300cc category like the Mahindra Mojo. So I think Bajaj have done it a bit better there. Another thing which I really hate about this motorcycle is the single channel ABS. I don't know why Bajaj put the ABS in this motorcycle, but they put it as a single channel ABS. As you can see, the ABS unit is only operational on the front wheel itself. The rear still tends to lock up a fair bit when you put the bike under aggressive downshifting and panic braking. So the rear part of the bike still tends to fishtail when you pressure brake the bike. So I think Bajaj should include the dual channel ABS option in the future models. The third thing which I hate about this motorcycle is the amount of vibrations which you feel on the handlebar as well as on the motorcycle tank when you push the bike over 4000 RPMs or 5000 RPMs, because that's the place where there's a decent buzz felt on the handlebar as well as on the tank. And that's partly because the handlebar is not rubber mounted. I think Bajaj could have included rubber mounts for the handlebar, so reduce the vibrations as much as possible. The fourth thing which I hate about this motorcycle is the clunky gearbox. I think some of the RS owners might complain about this thing, but the gearbox is not as precise as it's supposed to be in other Pulsar models. It tends to lock up between first and second when you shift in the bike, and it tends to catch up in neutral, as I've observed with my friend's motorcycle. And also that there is a loud amount of noise produced when you shift the gear from neutral to first, or when you shift the gears from first to second to third, and hence I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing, but the good part about it is that you get to feel that the gears are being shifted, but the bad thing is that it makes too much noise, and you know, you can definitely feel that the gear is being shifted too hard even when you're wearing a shoe. So the gearbox could be made a bit more smoother in the future models if Bajaj listens to what I'm saying. The thing which people will definitely complain about is the pillion comfort, which is very less on this motorcycle. As you can see, the pillion seat is not that wide and comfortable as it's supposed to be, and the handlebar rails are integrated well below the pillion seat, but it doesn't provide the comfort which is expected for a pillion to grab on and hold on to the bike. So the integrated part looks neat but doesn't provide the comfort which is needed. The sixth thing which I hate about this motorcycle is the two-piece front fairing which is there in this motorcycle. As you can see, there are two parts of this fairing. This part which is mounted over to the fairing which connects to the motorcycle tank, and if you can see, this part moves when pressure is applied to it. So that's the part which vibrates a lot when you push the bike over the RPM limits. So that's one of the things. And another part is that if you drop this bike somewhere, you know, the fairing will be damaged pretty quickly, because it's not a single piece fairing, it's a two-piece fairing which is mounted over to the fairing which connects the tank. So the damage is supposed to be a lot when you drop this bike. So you might want to be careful riding this bike around situations, especially when you're under-trained. Another thing which is really functionally wrong with the motorcycle from inbuilt itself is the visibility offered by the rear view mirrors. As you can see, from a rider's point of view, I'm trying to show you, there is not much visible in the back. You have to bend down your shoulder or adjust the mirrors, because the adjustment of the mirror is not that adequate. You can't shift the mirrors too much according to what you need. So I think people can opt for aftermarket mirrors, the better ones with more adjustments, so there is a decent amount of visibility still left when you want to look at what's behind you. The eighth thing which I hate about this motorcycle is definitely has to be the fuel tank capacity. Although this fuel tank looks really massive and big, it only has a 13-liter fuel tank, so it definitely needs more fuel storage. So when you're out there touring on this motorcycle, you will need to make less frequent fuel stops. The ninth thing which I hate about this motorcycle definitely has to be the front visor cleaning difficulty. This was told to me by my friend who owns this motorcycle. I'll tell you what I mean. You see this part of the front visor which comes under this black region in which the meter is integrated. That part is really hard to clean, and you might have to pressure wash this thing again and again, because as you can see, the gap here is not too much to fit any sort of cloth or something in, to clean it very adequately. So it becomes a pain to clean this part of the visor, and you might have to pressure wash this thing again and again as to keep it better. And the 10th thing which I hate definitely has to be the tail light of the motorcycle. I don't know what was Bajaj thinking putting this styling of a tail light onto a motorcycle like this. The styling is a bit debatable on this motorcycle itself from head to toe, but the tail light could have been made a bit more sleeker, like was seen in the Bajaj Pulsar NS or the AS200. But this tail lamp looks a bit over stylish, to be honest. But if people like it, it's good. If people don't like it, it's up to them. So the tail lamp styling and every other element of this bike is pretty debatable.
So guys, that was it about the 10 things which I hate about this motorcycle. I hope you enjoy it. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you soon in the next video. Take care, bye bye, and over and out.